Well, Aman, could you say a little bit about yourself?
All right. Yes, I'm Amaan. I'm from New York. I'm 23. Yes, that's pretty much. I'm working at a startup right now.
And you like League of Legends.
Yes, I do like League of Legends. I've been playing for a couple of years. That's like my main hobby outside of work. Yeah.
And also, I like to say, after having just played a game with you, how positive and encouraging and supportive you are.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, yeah, it's probably my favorite part of like playing games. It's like teaching other people or trying to help out. So yeah, it's really fun.
Well, I've been asking people if they know that NASA's planning to send astronauts back to the moon. And I was wondering if you knew that.
I actually didn't know that, but that sounds really cool. Yeah.
How come you think you didn't know that?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like it isn't some like I'm not particularly like well versed in anything really space related. I feel like I didn't really take many science classes or anything sort of that would help me for that. And then now I feel like the news that I kind of see around is not very like I wouldn't really get anything related to NASA. So it is definitely an interesting thing, but it's not something that I like see on like a daily basis.
I I think back to the time when people used to get their news through like a newspaper,
Hmm.
and everybody literally had the same front page. And I was wondering, do you think we lost something with that or gained something, everybody getting their own news?
I mean, there's definitely like both aspects to that. I think having very personalized information that you can send to everyone is nice because I don't know, just more things that I'm interested in that I could receive information on. But yeah, I do think that the idea of having like a newspaper or like a or an outlet is really cool because then there's a lot for people to talk about together rather than like everyone being in their own separate sort of worlds.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's some way to combine the two where everybody kind of votes on like what's the main news article and everybody else gets that or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. So in 200 years, do you think humanity is still only a monoplanet species or a multi-planet species?
I mean, it's definitely a hard question. I would like to think that it would be a multi-planet species. It's just difficult from, again, I don't know so much on everything, but I think at least right now, the problems on Earth, I feel like would be more valuable to solve or try and prevent or fix issues rather than, have it. I think the idea is cool to go to a different planet. I just think that we could improve how we live on Earth a lot more through various different ways, finding better ways to deal with climate change or things like that. But yeah, I would like to see a multi-planet thing, at least before I die. That would be a cool thing to see. Yeah.
I, I think you'll see it before you die.
You think so? Okay. That is definitely like something that I never thought was like possible when I was a kid. And now that technology is like moving faster than you can even like think about, it's probably, yeah, maybe there's a good chance. Yeah.
If you could, would you take a trip to space?
Oh, if I could, how long would it be in like, so let's say I were to go by space, you mean just literally go right up and then come back down?
Exactly. So, suborbital trip on Jeff Bezos's New Shepard, which would take like 15 minutes from takeoff to landing, to maybe a few days in orbit, or maybe a week to the moon and back.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely do that. What are the risks and things? Like, do you have information on sort of like the downsides to something like that?
The rocket could explode, the
Yeah.
capsule could depressurize, the
Yeah.
parachutes could not deploy. I mean, so, but luckily, none of that has happen with these spacecraft yet. So,
Hmm.
and there's been dozens of people that have gone. So,
Okay. I
there's
mean,
been,
yeah, I definitely think it'd be a really cool. That's like something that very few people in their life could ever say they did something like that. So I would definitely, if I had the chance, I would definitely take it. Yeah.
well, awesome. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I had for you. So, thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Thank you for the fun interview. All right.
Oops.